This right here is the Casio GBD200 and might be the ultimate tool watch that you need. It's definitely one of my favorite watches and a very small addition in my collection. It's definitely one of the watches that I use to basically do anything and not having any concerns about breaking the watch. This is the review of the Casio GBD200, so let's get started. And before we continue, today I'm wearing my Casio, another Casio. This time is the Casio MTP005, which I already did a review about and is available in the channel in case you want to check it out. So before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. I'm gonna leave a link for this watch in the description in case you want to check it out. So before we start, let's check the dimensions of the case. You can see we have approximately, so this type of cases are really hard to measure. If you want to measure just the case, we have 41, almost 42 millimeters. In case you want to measure the buttons as well, we have 46, 47 millimeters in width. And if you measure like this, you'll have around 42 millimeters. And if you want to include the lock width, it's around 54 and a half. These are really tricky measurements. You're gonna see that when I put it on a wrist, that are not really, that type of sizes, which is then, makes you think it's a really big watch. It's kind of not, even though it's a G-Shock. It's okay for the wrist. You're gonna see it. So let me take this guy off the holder. And as you can see, this guy is beaten. I mean, I've been wearing this watch pretty much to do any activity, especially the sports activity on my vacations. So as you can see, the watch is a bit used because I'm not gonna baby this watch. And the first thing I really like about this watch and that you are going to see is the screen. That's as Casio calls it, an MIP type of screen, which stands something like memory in pixels, something like that. And it's a really high visibility type of screen. If you have any other G-Shock and you get this type of screen, you can see a very noticeable difference. Another thing I like is, as you can see, is in negative. So the numbers are in white, whereas the background of the screen is in black. So that's something I really like. I think makes the watch to look very sleek and way more, elegant, to say it in a manner. Of course, this is not an elegant watch. This is not a watch you can, well, of course you can wear it with, I don't know, with a suit or something like that. In case that's what you want, you of course can do it. I think actually, as a curious fact, the owner of the brand, the creator of G-Shock, he wears his suits with his G-Shocks, right? So of course you can do it. It's way more elegant than any other G-Shock. It's what I meant. So yeah, I really like it. I think it makes the watch look really nice, really I don't know, minimalistic, call it what you want. Makes it very elegant. Another thing I really like about this watch is the color. Now this watch comes in different colors. It comes in green, comes in blue, comes in white, and also the black version comes in two type of configurations. This one, which is like a green, let me try to get it closer to the light so you can see. It's like a green plastic right here with olive green buttons, which is definitely my favorite version. I really like that combination, and as you can see, it's a really dark green. If you see it, you know, if the light doesn't hit at certain angle, it basically looks black, but as you can see, it is green, a very dark green, a very nice dark olive green on the buttons of the sides. And there also comes in another configuration, which is purple right here. This, as I said, is my favorite version to go. As you can see, another very interesting feature about this watch is that is Bluetooth, and that's why I say it might be the ultimate tool watch that you need. As you can see right there, it says it has a water resistance of 20 bars, which is pretty much 200 meters of water resistance. So you are basically able to do anything with this watch. You can go scuba diving with this watch, and you can go dive and go really deep beyond. Again, when some people say 200 meters of water resistance is the ideal for a dive watch, like, just for reference, the limit that you are allowed to go with a, you know, without a special diver's license is 50 meters, which is already really deep. So you are more than covered here, that's for sure. The material of the watch is really nice. Is, as you can see, a very soft type of plastic. Is really comfortable to wear. There's another watch that Casio makes, and that watch has a heart rate sensor. That watch, that bracelet is slightly softer than this one. I tried both. I don't own that watch I'm talking about, but the strap is softer than this one. This is a bit more rough, but is really good quality as well. The first thing you can see here as well on the front side of the watch is we have a button that's gonna light. It's gonna lit the screen. It's not really strong. It's not really strong, really, but it gets the job done when you're going to watch this guy in the darkness. It gets the job done. That's it. It's like a slightly blue tint light, background light in the screen, which is really nice to have. Now we have 4 buttons here, and I want to talk about really well, as you can see, I got a notification right there, and that's the interesting point about this watch, is that it's kind of a smartwatch at the same time. Now for me, it's the perfect balance if you're looking to have a smartwatch that is not a smartwatch, but you want to have everything, you know, of a tool watch. Because parenthesis here, some people say like watches like this one, which is a GMT, or the divers watches are tool watches, because, you know, the second complication they offer, so for example to track a second time zone or to chronometer the time, they call those tool watches. Come on guys, let's be honest here, those are not tool watches, those are just watches, right? Those are fashion watches, luxury watches, whatever you want to call it. But this right here are really tool watches. That's the reality. Don't hate me for that. I really love watches. That's the reality. When I say that, for example, with an Apple Watch, you can go deep up to, I believe, 25 meters in water deepness. In the Apple Watch Ultra, you have 100 meters of water resistance, if I'm not mistaken, or 50 meters, which is already a lot. But here, having 200 meters of water resistance with a Bluetooth module that allows you to see watches, your phone notification, etc., is really nice. Now, you might be wondering, well, that might be a problem. I don't want a watch to have to show my notifications, not an issue. You can just disable the Bluetooth functionality and you're gonna be good to go. It's not gonna show you any notifications, nothing about your watch, which I really love, guys. You can make this to be only a watch, or you can make it so it's a kind of smartwatch. Kind of, because you're not having all the features of a smartwatch. For example, you're not having heart rate sensor, for example, and that's perfect for me. This is the perfect spot in between an analog watch and a smartwatch for me. Some people are, I read some people have concerns about the amount of notifications you might get on the watch. That's, for me, has not been an issue. You can just go to your, well, as you can see, I have the notifications enabled here, but you can go to your smartwatch, in my case, my iPhone, and select which notifications I don't want to be showing on my phone, and they respect that and don't show it on the Casio. So that's very nice for me. As you can see, we have right there a Bluetooth indicator, which means we are paired with my phone, and we have the notifications counter right there, having 4 notifications. We have the date, we have the hour, we have the day of the week, and the seconds right there. As you can see right here, the we have a sound indicator, which means the watch is in silent mode. Now this watch has that Casio G-Shock beep every time you receive a notifications or you push a button, which is, for me, very annoying. Again, not an issue here. You can just mute it, go in silent mode, and those sounds are away. As you can see, we have also a vibration indicator here, which means we can have a vibration every time I got a notification, or you can have that for the alarm as well, which is very nice. So basically we have here Bluetooth pairing, notifications, alarm, we have step counter as well. You can see that it says right here acceleration sensor. That's another function I really like about the watch, is that you can set a sleep mode, and when you leave your watch on a certain position, you can set a range of hours where the watch is gonna go sleep mode, and when you pick up the watch, it's gonna like be awake again and show the hour and be good to go. That's a really nice feature. I also use a lot for saving some battery. Now the battery on this watch is a long-lasting duration battery, as Casio says. It should last you around, I don't know, I think they stated it's gonna be 2 to 3 years. Of course, it's gonna be more in my case because I'm not using all the time the Bluetooth mode, and I also have the sleep mode enabled as well. So that's really nice. Another feature we have, of course, is the chronometer right here by pressing this button, and you can start it here, and you can stop it here and reset it from here, and it's gonna leave you, it's gonna let you select if you wanna resume, save the data, or delete it. In this case I'm just gonna delete it. So this is really nice. You can save some time measurements. It's really nice. As you can see, it's a bit slow, but you know, it's not an Apple Watch, guys. So very nice right here. You can also switch between modes right here. You can you have the workout mode. You can see the hour at the bottom still, which is really nice. You have the stopwatch function, which we already saw. We have activity, where we can see the distance in the piece. As I said, these have an accelerometer, so you can use it to count your steps for the day. And we also have the notification center, where you can see the notifications, the SMS, etc. And that's a disadvantage I'm gonna be talking about, because not everything is good about this watch, right? There's some things I don't like. Another thing I really love, though, is the display modes we have. This is the one I use. It's the like default one, but you can also switch in modes to show, for example, the steps you have for the day, which is really useful if you want to be in walking mode or whatever. Or you can change it to be for example, GMT mode, where you can see 2 time zones, which is really useful when I'm traveling, especially when I'm traveling and I don't want to be using a metal watch because it's probably, I don't want to grab attention unnecessarily. I can't use this watch and have the dual time mode, the GMT mode, and I can set whatever time zone on the top or in the bottom and be good to go. So that's why I say this is a really nice tool watch, guys, because it has pretty much everything I use in a daily basis without being a smartwatch if I don't want to. So I can go dive with this, I can go run with this, I can smash this thing around the table, the walls, whatever, use it at the gym, and I'm gonna be more than fine with this. Well, as I said, it has a step counter, which is really useful for me, because I really like to track my steps, especially when I'm in work mode and I'm just sit for many hours at the day. So I want to be able to track how many steps I did in the day, I made in the day. So it's a really nice function I really appreciate having here, and especially when I don't want to be wearing my Apple Watch. So let me know, guys, what do you think about this watch? Do you like it? Do you have it? Are you planning to buy it? I really honestly love this watch. Well, of course I'm not gonna be leaving without trying it on my wrist. And again, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, because that really helps the channel. I have a 6¼ inch wrist, and as you can see, even though the watch size measurements are scary at the beginning, you can see there's not an issue for me to wear this watch. It is a G-Shock, but even though it's a G-Shock and I don't have a big wrist, 6¼ inch is pretty average, tends to be in the small range. This doesn't look bad at all. Looks really nice. The case, the actual screen doesn't overlap my wrist, and as you can see, if we see it from the profile, from this side, it grabs my wrist really nicely. The bracelet tapers down really nicely on this part as well. And as you can see, it's very easy for me to wear this watch. Doesn't look like a classic G-Shock that is really bulky, really big. In this case, it looks just fine for me. Especially, God, I really like that inverted screen with that black background. Sorry, looks really stealth, really nice. And I just love this watch, guys. It's been on again. It's been my partner on vacations, when I go to swim, when I go to the beach, when I don't want to be wearing my Apple Watch, so I use this and just turn off the Bluetooth mode. Really nice. Really again, this is my ultimate tool watch. Then I'm on my collection. This is what I call a tool watch for me. So that's been it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.